Hello again, and my name is Edward Brooks, and I'm the founder of the Beacons. As I said earlier, I'm a bit surprised to be in the knowledge space, but it really came about from just seeing the huge changes that technology was making and the huge volume of new technologies emerging. And again, this is not going to stop. You know, everything from desktop automation through to the realities of artificial intelligence. In my view, this is absolutely still the beginning of an incredible journey ahead. But all this kind of, awareness of what was going on just led me to the one major question. There's opportunity and there's excitement, but really, who is going to be doing the actual work? How will people get the skills to implement and run all of this? And with a very tight labour market in many, many economies, especially in the technology space, where are these people going to come from and where are their skills going to come from? So my thinking, when we were right back in the early days was this. We'd set up a series of academies, all very focused on one or each particular niche. So we'd have an RPA academy, an AI academy, a machine learning academy, and so on. In my mind, this would make it easier to target the audience, focus their content and messaging, and help people develop specialist skills in their particular niche. But I got this wrong. I got it wrong at an individual level, at a project level, and at a corporate level. So, where did I get it wrong? Here's what I learned. What I didn't predict or what I didn't get right was that what was really happening at the coal face. But I did get this wrong. I got it wrong at an individual level, at a project level, and at a corporate level. But I did get this wrong. But I but I got this wrong. But I got this wrong. At an individual level, I got it wrong. I got it wrong at a project level, and I got it wrong at the organizational level. So here's what I learned along the way. What I didn't predict or what I didn't get right what was really happening at the coal face, where the work was actually getting done. But I got this wrong. At an individual level, I got it wrong. At a project level and at an organisation level. What I didn't predict or what I didn't get right was what was really happening at the coal face, where the work was really getting done. What we discovered along the way was that the boundaries really were getting knocked down. If you were doing an IoT project, then automation of key processes was equally important. If you were doing an intelligent automation project, then you were creating data and you needed to understand what you could do with that data and how it could be used to power things like AI. Again, these are just high level examples, but of course, they're all impacted by our need for all of this. What we discovered was that the boundaries really were getting knocked down between all these specialisms. If you were doing an IoT project, then automation of key processes was equally important. If you were doing an intelligent automation project, then you were actually creating a ton of data and you needed to understand what you could do with that data and how it could be used to power things like AI. Again, these are just a couple of high level examples, but wrap everything around this and everything relies on cybersecurity. So just really what we were seeing was that these boundaries were going there. Everything was blurring into a range of specialisms that people had to be either at least aware of, if not able to act on them. And if someone wanted to learn these specialisms and learn live from experts in any of these areas, what you had to do is you had to bounce from one specialist provider to another. You had to source them, find the right classes, sign up, log in, log out, buy a full course, pay, and so on. So this is what was really happening at a project and an individual level. And at the corporate level, this was kind of causing different issues. Learning development or CIO teams had to source different suppliers for each niche. They had to run different procurement processes, manage more relationships, and so on. And all of this was eating up time when the internal users should have been learning how to use the new technologies and applying this learning into delivering the strategic objectives of the organization. So recognizing this blurring of all the boundaries was what woke me up to what individuals, projects, and organizations really required in order to develop and use the skills they needed for all of these new technologies, not just now but well into the future. And as of today and for the journey ahead, help them recognizing this recognizing this was what woke me up. Recognizing this was what woke me up to what individuals, projects, and organizations really required in order to develop and use the skills they needed for all of these technologies, not just now, but on an ongoing basis, and to keep meeting the expectations of senior leadership and the organization's strategy. So, next up, I'm going to share with you the concept of the last mile as it was introduced to me by some venture capitalists we were working with last year. And also talk about how we move this along to the concept of the next last mile and why this is what's going to be driving the ongoing success in these new technologies. My name is Edward Brooks. My details are listed here. Feel free to reach out to me anytime, and I trust that you're getting value from these videos.